Deltarune is a game that has a great amount of symbolism behind its world building. Darkness being synonymous with fiction and dreams, angels in heaven being synonymous with light and reality. It's very evident that there are intentional patterns that are made to be inferred. One such pattern of symbolism has remained unnoticed. A pattern that concerns characters who are aware of their reality, and understanding what they are provides a hint of what will come next. The secret bosses provide the most insight into the reality of Deltarune's world, how Darkners adapt to the disillusionment of their reality, how they know more than they should, and how the idea of freedom can be corrupt. But why? Why are they like this? Yes, it's Gaster. Come along. But why did he do this? It's easy to understand why he would make the prophecy that guides Ralsei to create heroes. It also can't be said that he wouldn't know what would happen to them by sharing this information. He's beyond time and space. He's able to know what he has to do to save Deltarune's world. What value can be gained from forming these beings? Well, perhaps it comes down to control. Jevil was the former court jester, locked away by Sham after unleashing chaos on the kingdom. And strangely, Sham implies that Jevil may be more trouble if left alone. Keep this in mind. Jevil views the cell he is in as a prison for everyone else, Lightners and Darkners, with him being the only free one. He believes life is a game where he can do anything. You can turn down his offer of a game with him implying that you are already playing. He won't even let you say no to freeing him with the door key, the player's choice not mattering here. His freedom is a game that would end the lives of the heroes and the kingdom locked inside, yet asserts that he is innocent? Defeating him violently is the only route where you can take him and do your strongest with his form, the Devil's Knife. This has some concerning implications as to what a Darkner's purpose is, at least why he was influenced to be a weapon. Spamton is someone who lost control of their life. He remained reliant on the voice helping him, desperately searching for freedom. A puppet enslaved by visions of glory. He's vengeful to those who he believes wronged him, with the Neo body being a workout-ready body, a killing machine. Spamton believes his freedom lies in seeing past the dark, reaching heaven, breaking the strings that make him a puppet for someone. This puppet motif is continued with the mention of becoming a real boy, becoming someone real. Reaching heaven means reaching reality. Defeating him has him resign to being a puppet. For the three heroes, he believes they could be able to break their own strings, becoming their strength as an item. The most notable part is that when Spamton turns into an item, his strings go with him. He's never able to break them, you just become the one that uses him now. With the bosses we have so far, there are patterns that are already emerging and do appear specific enough to continue into the future and what their purpose may be. Both are based on commonly discarded items, Joker cards not being included in a majority of card games, and spam mail being unwanted garbage. Their fights take place on a carnival ride, even having an attack based on that ride. Jevil being on a carousel and Spamton Neo on a roller coaster. Their designs and personalities have demonic motifs. Jevil is a mischievous imp or little devil that causes chaos. Spamton being a deal maker with the Neo body giving him bat-like wings. A false angel. Now the most important trait of the secret bosses is what they are used for. They're tools, they're vessels. Jevil is a living weapon, it's why he only joins as the Devil's Knife. The Devil's Knife, he belonged to someone.
All chaos is ordered.
Spamton can't do anything without being a puppet, without his strings. He's lost control of his life, with whoever holds his strings being able to decide what his function is. Familiar. Gaster created them to be vessels for his will, tools of mass destruction. But again, why do this? Moving on to the car. Ralsei has a concerning amount of similarities with the secret bosses. He has the same demonic theme as Jevil and Spamton, a goat-like prince of darkness wielding fire. He's probably been in contact with Gaster. Jevil and him are the only ones with info about what the roaring is, and Susie makes the connection of a theme park with Castletown, one without rides. This evokes the image of many theme parks like Disneyland, a theme park that would have a castle centerpiece with rides surrounding it. Ralsei's arc is about identity and purpose, that there's only one way to be fulfilled, and that is by serving Lightners. To be told what to do. But what would happen if Ralsei lost his purpose? This isn't to say Ralsei is secretly evil and deceptive. I mean, look at him. He's a little guy. He's here to help you. But what happens after the Lightners don't need him? What happens when you don't need him? What was next for King after he was abandoned? What if Ralsei loses his way? Remember when I said to keep Jevil being trouble if left alone? This is why. Sham appears to have some level of precognition, even able to know what the third secret boss is and what armor will help against them. So far, it seems that this line about Jevil hasn't paid off. Yet. Right now, Hometown is moving forward with the festival, an event that will turn the town into a carnival. We even know that a Ferris wheel will be there, maybe even having rides like a carousel or a roller coaster. What if the choice to fight the secret bosses in their own chapters didn't matter? At least, fighting them in general. You have to fight Jevil and Spamton Neo. It just depends when and where. Their own respective dark worlds, or at the carnival. It may be that the reason that they're associated with rides is because it is their destiny, their purpose. Although it would be counterintuitive for Gaster to place obstacles in the way of banishing the angel's heaven, nor do I believe he is lying about the roaring, or that the heroes are the only ones that can banish the angel's heaven. Perhaps there's something afterwards, a new future after it's banished. One where only the devil remains. It's assumed that Gaster will simply be satisfied there, saving the world. But is that it? What if Gaster isn't an outlier from all the other all-caps speaking demonic characters that want to force certain choices? What if the player is just another person who met a strange someone taking the same bait that can result in holding power over others? What if all Gaster wants is
freedom?
A Lightner cannot alter their reality, the same way that a Darkner cannot alter their own. A Lightner is required for their creation, for its will, its limits, and expansion. Well, if we take that a level higher? That a light world cannot alter its rules and boundaries through a Lightner. That the character in a book cannot change the book's ending, but a higher being outside the book can. Alter it, change it, make it unrecognizable from what it was. Perhaps Gaster's freedom is to rewrite his own reality. A new reality, using the hand of a higher being to do it, to grant him access to become like the Most High, a hell of his own design full of demons and amusement, a world that is very, very wonderful. In the most simplest terms, Gaster may alter the light world to become a more fantastical world, a carnival world. Yes, I know that sounds insane, but hear me out. It would tie up a lot of loose ends about why would Jevil be troublesome if he was left alone? He would be let out as a mandatory boss. Why are they associated with carnival rites? It is their purpose, perhaps guardians of the center of the new world. What would happen to Ralsei after he's lost his purpose? He becomes another vessel for the devil. Another thing to be controlled. It is very easy to believe that Gaster would just save the world and leave it as it would be. But what we see from Gaster is manipulation, interference, and treating Darkners like objects. It's awful when King, Queen, Jevil, Spamton, the mayor, even when the player take away agency from the beings around them. Why would Gaster be any different? Why would stripping agency in this one instance be okay? Would he not be a bad guy? An evil villain? I don't believe Gaster wants to end this world, nor do I believe he wants to hurt Lightners. Darkners? Fuck him. I just believe that you won't accept everything that will happen.